again. Here we go. I don't even know how many times. This is going to be the best take ever. All right. Part 3 of happiness for my Patreon peep. So we've had lots of tech issues going on this morning, which normally doesn't happen. So I'm dedicated. I've been dedicated to you guys, my Patreon peeps. So here we go. All right. So part 3, make sure you watch part 1, part 2, and now part 3, we got cut off right where I was starting to talk about taking the container off the shelves that we put in on step 2 or on step 3 in drop, and taking out and looking and dealing with it. So we're talking about taking the containers of creative problem solving. Those are your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors of being able to do course correction. Now, not every circumstance and every situation is there a problem-solving component that can be done. So in the example I gave in part 2 of somebody not letting you in on the on-ramp, there may not be any course correction that you could do to change the outcome of that happening. So let's take another situation like your partner is supposed to take out the garbage. They promised to take out the garbage. That's their job. They're not taking out their garbage. Now you're angry and you want to stab them in the face. You're annoyed. Naturally, annoyed's okay. When you stab them in the face and you hate them and you want to get a divorce, that's usually an indicator that it might be a good idea to use your 7 steps. Okay? So now we have a situation that has some potential of doing creative problem solving with. Okay? So we would take the problem. What's the problem? The problem is the garbage is supposed to go out every week and it's not going out every week. And your partner agreed to doing it. So here what you want to do, and when we're practicing our creative problem solving and a tool to start working on that, is that you take a big piece of paper or a small piece of paper, put it in the center of the paper in a circle that says what the problem is. And then from there, you're going to come up with brainstorming ideas of anything is possible, so that you can start to see what it looks like of the variables of that it's not all right or wrong, black or white. So the first one would be hire somebody to take out the garbage. You take out the garbage. Give the job to somebody else in the household to take out the garbage. Alternate between one week is your turn, the other week is their turn. Have a conversation with your partner and ask them, why do you not take out the garbage? Is there a reason behind it? Do you just keep forgetting? Do you just not want to take out the garbage? Are you like pissed off at me for something and you're like trying to prove that you're getting back to me by not taking out the garbage? Why are you not taking? Ask the conversation. Then whatever that conversation, then you can come up with, put another circle around that one, and then from that you can do spokes from, okay, so it feels no one ever asked if they wanted to take out the garbage. It was just assumed and they got that job. So now we can ask somebody else if they want to do that job. Trade some of the responsibility that you have and change that with your partner. Negotiate. Okay, so that's how we use problem solving. Now, why do we want to do all of this stuff in relation to talking about not sabotaging happiness, which was what I talked about in part 1? Why we are afraid to be happy. So the thing is, hold on, let me move this up a little bit. The thing is that the reason we want to use these tools is so that we can create some new neural pathways in our brain that says, hey, being in a state of Zen and being in a state of happiness as our emotional default is a good place to be. Our bodies like being in a Zen space. Our bodies function better when we're in a Zen happy space. We are We have tools to emotionally navigate whatever the core of what we're afraid of finding happiness. We start the process of knowing what that patterns are, because the theme keeps showing up all the time, so that we know what we can work on. So this is why you want to do these 7 steps and start practicing, because it's like your gateway to being able to get to the root of those core values, those core beliefs that are preventing you from truly being happy. And the last thing I want to leave you with, I know this is a lot, but the last thing I want to leave you with is this. Happiness is a choice that we each get to make each moment of every day. Happiness is not this external thing that happens to us, because it doesn't matter how awesome everything is around us. If we don't allow ourselves to choose happiness, we will sabotage whatever is potentially is happy. So the key ingredients in everything that I said is that you have the power to choose happiness. It's not always easy. It's not always comfortable. And sometimes we all have a bunch of shit that's preventing us from feeling like it's okay and safe for us to be happy. But life isn't happening to us. This is what I want to leave you with. Life isn't happening to us. It's whether or not life is happening around us, and we get the privilege, we get the way, we get the moving from a place of empowerment. We get to choose how we're going to respond to the way that life is happening around us. And that's what I want to leave you with. Okay? So, you need extra support. 1, go buy Stop, Drop, and Wiggle. You can find it on Amazon. 7 Easy Steps to Happiness. Author Gaia Talk. That will give you a bunch of tools to be able to do those 7 steps. That's kind of the beginning stages. And once you start to see those themes that are showing up, then reach out to me and we can clear and heal and fix those wounds and reprogram those wounds, okay? And you can find me at you can reach me through Patreon, because you're on this content, or you can always find me at GaiaMorissette.com. All right, thank you. Have a juicy day. May it be filled with joy and ease and hopefully happiness with some bum wiggles. Ha 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 ha. Bye-bye.